Sorry about the delay, just some technical difficulties, but thank you for your patience. I'm just getting us on YouTube. And we are live.
Hey guys, time to rock and roll. I really appreciate you being on today. I got a lot of good stuff to talk to you about, but I want to kind of start out with this. I know obviously a lot of you are not buying into my thought processes of meet, greet, and inform, and I really wish you would because it works. And I've got today's a happy day for me because I got my Valpak in. It comes every the last Wednesday of every month. And I separated them out. I separated them out to 15 deals that are really national accounts. So I'm never going to work them, but I got 35 local accounts, 35 things that I think are great prospects. And to give you an example, just flipping through them real quick, this is a garage flooring company. This is a handyman service. This is a cleaning vents. This is fence decoration, kitchen saver, bath fitters, plumbing and heating. It just goes on and on and on. And these are the perfect type prospects. In a few seconds, I'm going to give you my presentation to them that I'm going to make. I'm too busy today to do it, but I plan to get this done before the end of the week. But if I don't, I still got next week that I can get to them. So if you don't mind, I am going to share my screen with you guys. And I'm assuming you can see that, Morgan.
Sure can.
We always talk about the warm market being the best. And if you guys are out there recruiting, it really is because the people that are recruiting with DAC are the ones getting the most fundings because these new recruits are using their warm market to get acclimated to our entire system. And then hopefully they're learning the meet, greet, and inform presentation. So just very quickly, as you all know, it doesn't cost anything to join and build a team with David Allen Capital, but it is going to cost time and a little bit of money, to be honest with you. And time's the most important thing. But doing the bare minimums, you're not going to make any money with us. I mean, you're going to be the very bare minimums. Or I mean, you got to do at least the bare minimums. But if you're doing less than the bare minimums, it's just not going to work. So the bare minimums are the text, email, the whole program that David's gone over. We got text. If you don't know what the text, go to your back office. There is text messaging, email messaging, social media, phone calls, and especially the meet, greet, and inform program. I can't push hard enough for especially new reps that don't know about this to join your local chamber, join your home builders association, join a BNI group. The reason is if you join it and you become part of it, Ellen Wynn is such a great example. She speaks at her chamber. She's really involved with her community there through that chamber, and I think she's on the chamber board as well. But she's really worked that, and you can expect two or three minimum fundings a year if you're going to really be involved with the chamber. But I'm telling you that if you'll get involved with the Home Builders Association, that's even better in my opinion because that is the one industry that we are just needing to tap into. You're going to get larger fundings. You're going to get more and more and more businesses that are going to apply if you are in that association. And by the way, being a local member gets you state membership and national membership, which is all very, very, very exciting. We talk about these connect cards and they're in the back office and nobody's hardly ordering them. I don't know how you guys can be successful without them. I certainly could not. There is nowhere that I go that I don't take connect cards with me. I've got them. Here it is right here. This is an example of a connect card. It's got. I mean, how do you talk to someone without a piece of literature in your hand to hand over to them and let them get more information right now than with a Connect card. And we're willing in your first 90 days, if you go out and buy Connect cards and you can do 100,000 in funding, I'll reimburse you whatever your Connect cards cost. And if you join a chamber or a BNI or any kind of association, and once you get 100,000 in funding, whether it takes you a day, a week, a month, or 2 years to get 100,000 in funding, we'll reimburse up to $500 membership cost. This Valpak that I'm telling you about right now is invaluable. I'm going to call, for example, let's take the very first one, Exquisite Concrete Coating. I am going to call them up, and I've got a local number, I got their email address, I got everything here. I'm going to call them and say, hey, my name is Wade. I just got a Valpak. I see you got a $200 coating discount if someone were to hire you guys. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you work just the Greenville market, or do you work all the way to Spartanburg and maybe as far as Clemson? Let them talk. Let them give you that information. Let them kind of communicate with you. And then I'm going to say, well, you know what? I don't need that garage coating right now, but I got a brother and some other people that may be very interested. If you don't mind me sharing this with them, and will they still get that $200 discount? And then of course they're gonna say yes and all that. And I said, well, again, I just wanted to introduce myself. By the way, my name is Wade. I am the funding director for Bank Breezy for this local funding area here in Greenville, all the way out to Clemson and down to Malden over to Spartanburg. And I just want to let you know that if you ever have a great idea, or either you're in a pinch, you need capital, that's what we do. We're unlike your bank that's going to require all kind of crazy stuff. You're going to be able to come in with us, and within the same day, no more than the next day, we're going to be able to get you the capital you need for these projects that you may have. So I just wanted to introduce myself, let you know who I am, and get some information about what you guys are doing. I'm going to go ahead and email you info at exquisiteconcretecoatings.com, information about myself, so that when my referrals call you, you'll know who I am and what that's about. And of course, I'm going to send you the information about our funding. Guys, it's that simple, and nobody's going to throw you out because I'm doing a meet, greet, and informing. I'm telling them that I'm going to send prospects their way, and in the meantime, I'm giving them information about what we do. Here's something that Matthew DeHame has perfected to a T. And if you don't know who he is, you haven't been on these daily meetings here on Zoom, but Matthew's one of our top leaders. He really knows how, and he's a professional. But I don't know if you guys have cell phones, but I'm assuming you do. You got this smartphone. While you're driving down the road with that smartphone, take a picture of all these trucks and all that pass you, and then you've got Quality Roofing. I would call them up and say, hey, my name is Wade. I was just riding down Woodruff Road. I saw that your Quality Roofing truck just passed me. Man, what a beautiful wrap that is. I don't know where you got it, but it's amazing. But listen, I don't need you right now for my own roofing, but how far do you go? Do you go all the way to Clemson? Do you go down to Malden, over to Spartanburg? Let them have a little bit of conversation. I said, well, listen, do you mind if I tell some people about you? Because I've had these conversations with friends before that need roofing, and I know who to tell them. And oh, by the way, my name is Wade. I'm the funding director. Well, the same script that I do with the Valpak. And then finally, hey, this is one thing that Matthew does that really struck a chord with me and got me excited about it. Going into Lowe's and Home Depot type parking lots, doing windshield marketing, leaving that Connect card on the windshields, or just sitting out there and taking pictures of all those trucks with wraps on them. If you're too scared and afraid to walk up, you just don't feel comfortable yet, and talk to them with the meet, greet, and inform presentation, then call them later on and do exactly what I did there. Again, here are our best top 10 industries. Construction is right there at the top. That includes plumbers, electricians, pavers, home builders, pretty much HVAC, all of that. And every one of these are in these 35 leads right here. Restaurants, don't go with national chains or regional, go with local people. I'm telling you, they're always looking for money for expansion. Any kind of retail, especially brick and mortar or e-commerce, are great prospects. And then, of course, in the medical profession, they got great gatekeepers at most of these locations. But I'm telling you, if you will just look up home health care folks on the internet, these are ladies and gentlemen that have work out of their home. They go and they're contracted through government entities to go into to folk who kind of need some home health care. They always needing money because the government is late a lot of times and don't pay them for a month, sometimes 2 months. So they need that revenue to get by for a short term. Anything in manufacturing, gas stations, convenience stores. Landscaping is a hot item right now because, as you know, it's entering into the late spring, early summer months, and it's time for them to have lots of jobs on the books, and they're going to have need extra help to hire. They're going to need advertisement money. They're going to need money for when equipment tears down for new equipment. Childcare, private schools, nail and beauty salons are great. So these are the things that I just wanted to very quickly go over with you guys. And let me stop sharing. And if anybody has any kind of questions about any of this, I encourage you, if you're not signed up to get these Valpaks, call up Valpak and have them start sending it to you locally to your address. But they probably already have it, and you probably are getting this, but you're probably just throwing them away. That is the wrong thing to do because these are great prospects. Okay, Morgan, do we have any questions or comments?
It looks like we've got 2 hands up. First up, we have Charles. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Good morning, Wade. How are you doing?
I'm well.
I wanted to thank you for the timeliness of you presenting this marketing information for us. I know it's springtime, and it's definitely something that we need to be out here doing, especially before it gets too high. So I appreciate you sharing this. I guess maybe one question for you. I know once upon a time that Connect Card, I know we don't do the Connect Card anymore, but it used to be in the back office. Is it still back there? Do you know?
Oh yeah, they're back there. We still got Connect Cards. It's a thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
We just don't. Nobody's pushing it, and people don't seem to want to spend money to make their business grow. I'm just telling you, you got to spend your money and your time to really build a business the way it needs to be. So yes, it's back there, Charles.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And you'll have to take it to your own printer to do. We no longer provide the printer.
Next up, we have Matt Dehame. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, good morning, Wade. Good morning, all.
Hey, good morning, Matthew.
Thanks for the appreciate your highlight. And on that note, I'm going to add my little 2 cents. And what your approach is very, very good. It's a subordinate approach, but you're physically contacting them. It's very important. There's a subconscious thing that I get, and no one's perfect. We get into that avoidance mode, like, well, maybe I can find clients another way. Maybe I don't have to directly confront them. Maybe there's another way around me actually having to just do it, and there isn't. I'm sorry. Maybe you're lucky once in a while, but quite frankly, my experience has been, just as far as in terms of numbers, success, actual clients, conversions, call it what you want, relationships, you got to talk to them. You got to break the ice. And so what the heck is this thing stopping us? Is the thing that really got to be, I think it's best if we focus on that. And then the how, comes, because if you want to, why don't you want to? Well, they might ask me something I don't know what to say. Okay, if that's the case, just be prepared for it mentally and just say, that's a great question. Here's my card. Please get the damn card, folks. It's not a crutch. It's a tool. There are crutches that allow you to make excuses and avoid your responsibility, or there's tools that enable you to facilitate what the heck you're trying to accomplish. Build a house, you need hammers, you need nails, you need wood, you need these cards. If you're going to go out there, you need something that's got your presentation and the benefits of your service printed clearly and a way for them to participate. How do they participate? You get the psychology. People don't do anything unless they can see themselves owning or utilizing your service or product. They don't. The key to sales. I'm sorry, and I don't want to conflict David's. I'm not conflicting with his idea of meet, greet, and form. He's not selling, but in fact, you do have to create an image in their mind. People don't do anything unless they see themselves participating. So that's the psychology of this. So, hey, whenever you have an opportunity, you need to talk to these people. Wade's approach is great because I'm looking at what you're doing, and this is really interesting. Hey, oh, by the way, it's a subordinate, and I do this, and I don't need your service now, but is what he's saying, which is one approach. Do that. Okay, you have to have that card, do that conversation, or don't just, that's one approach. And my approach, I'll do what he's saying because I don't do that. And next time I'm there, I'm going to do that. I have a different approach, but it's similar. As long as you're talking to them and say, here's a card. By the way, this is why I'm talking to you like right now. I'm walking up to you. I'm looking you in the eye, and I'm doing this because I love working with your industry. We fund your companies just like yours. People have to believe that they're also included. They want to belong. People want to participate in a larger cause. So if they think you're a scam or something, they're like, oh yeah, sure. What are you talking about? No, I work with industries exactly like yours. In fact, we just funded a large roofing company. It's kind of not in another state. I'm in all 50 states, by the way. Here's my card. They're like, what? This guy is telling me like, oh, he's throwing all this at me, but I can participate. In other words, they see themselves participating in the process. And it's real. They don't believe. That credibility comes when they, not you, you're not convincing them, but they convince themselves that this is legitimate. Wait a minute, I can do this? Yes, it's possible. You get money, we send it to you, it's done in a day if you're approved. I can't guarantee you will be, but if you have a good use for the funds, and the bank isn't an option. They all get that. They can't get money from the bank. They know it, but don't ever tell them they can't because you're never going to have a relationship there because they get insulted. So you know what? Try the bank first. You're going to get lower costs there. But if you can't, or you can't, wait is the key word because most opportunities come and go and they can't wait for the bank to take 3 weeks to give us all your documents. This is simple and fast. So you're in review, Wade, I'm going to end because I need to do this for me. I got to remind myself, these are the bullet points, simple, fast. Cash flow is more important than your credit score. And if you have a good use for the funds, this is priceless, but it's expensive if you don't. Oh my God. What did I just say? Guys, record that. Hopefully this is recorded because that's brilliant. I'm flowing here. That is the key. Oh, okay. So you're not trying to sell me, but you are telling me that this isn't, that does make sense. If I need money, that is priceless if I can put it to work. So they're going through the mental process of what are they doing? They're seeing themselves owning or utilizing your service. You're not pushing it on them. So I'm effectively painting a picture for if or when you may need this. And if you do, boom, we get it done. 80% of our clients are approved. Here's my card. My website's right at that QR code. Have an awesome day. I love your truck. You can compliment them at the end, by the way, or say, hey, can I send you some? Then you can really now, by the way, what town are you in? I'm over in Teaneck. You're in North Bergen. Do you work up in North Jersey? Do you work up in Bergen? Because I might be able to, you're not lying. I might be able to refer you to some people if you need some extra work, right? Oh, thanks. Good. Hey, would it be okay if, great, 5 words, God's like I had that written down and emblemized on my I used to have that right in front of me. Would it be okay if, because you're not imposing, you say, would it be okay if I just follow up with, or don't use that F word. Would it be okay if I call you and contact you or just send you some updates if on our industry, because your industry is in fact getting most of our funding approvals, so now you're saying to them construction. Wade's putting at the top of the list. Because it's at the top of my list. Because guess what? Guess who you're going to walk into in the parking lot? The business owner. How hard is it for you to contact the business owner if you're just making cold calls and calling businesses? You're getting the girl at the front desk. You're getting somebody. The owner's not there. You walk into a Home Depot parking lot with your cards, guess who's walking to their truck? That's the owner. That's who you want to talk to, the decision maker, the one that can easily, say, okay, I'll do this if I would need it. Yeah, or I need it now. So I've gotten and Wade knows this too. I've gotten referrals from these people. I don't need it, but do you know? And you could, say, hey, by the way, if you know anybody, restaurants or businesses that you're working with, send them my card. Let them know. I'll treat them like gold. Nobody can beat us. And you tell them. I'm really getting angry. I'm angry with me. I'm not angry with anybody. You tell them your competitive advantages. We beat everybody. And you may get calls on the phone. Forget them. Don't talk to those people. They don't have your best interest. We love to help you guys. End of story. That's it.
I really appreciate all that. That's great. That's good. Guys, that was a great training session there by Matthew. Thanks. Who else do we have, Morgan?
Last but not least, we have Carmen. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, I have drop cards. Are they the same as your Connect cards?
Yeah, we don't use the term drop cards anymore because it kind of gives you the picture of putting in your left hand, right hand, just dropping it in the trash can. So we call them Connect cards, or we're connecting with them now. So yeah, they're the same thing.
Oh yeah, because I did go to Home Depot and Lowe's to the parking lot, and I handed it to the person like Matt told me to do. So that's good.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Good for you. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's just wanted to make sure I had the right card.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, Morgan, I think that's everything. And guys, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you being on here. I don't take your time lightly. I really don't. I know I'm busy, but hey, it was important enough for you guys to be here.